And you're right at like crotch level. I'm not sure.
Oh, well,
Down for that.
it's just for me. Maybe a long
Yeah.
It's true. It's just for me. Just so I can when it's true. Just like the comment.
Right.
Oh, Saturday and Friday. Okay.
Oh, no, yours isn't. Yours is
Okay, does everyone have a script and a pen? Not a script. I'm reading.
Oh no,
Wish list, not a script. You're all like, we're acting? No.
I thought we were in a party.
Yeah, sorry. No, you are. Well, you are at a party, but you do not need to worry about, you know.
Special party. No. Third one. No, like brand new. Yeah. I'm a newbie. Well, I've been it's just sad. I'm like, no, I can do this.
All right, is everybody ready? So before we start, I have some earrings to give out. How many items do we have left, Transformers?
300.
300. How many days?
3.
3. Well, not really 3. Total. The rest of today, and then 2 more to sell 300. So, Stephanie earned earrings for her and her customer. And Ashley G. Oh, she's supposed to be here. She's
Probably got lost like I did.
she probably did. Kim, you want earrings? I know some of you didn't get tagged because I was just like, I had 5 minutes before coming here and I went and did the countdown really fast. Lindsay, these 2 pairs are for you and your customer. You can pick the bigger ones, I won't judge. Nicole.
I know, they're fun.
And Ashley M.
They're fun.
And Chris Rennie. I think there's a couple of them here for you. Yeah. There we go. Yay. Clapping, clapping, clapping. All the things. Okay. Lisa. Gabriella. Thanks. My also professional baggie. You should see my kitchen table. It's just covered in earrings. There you go. And these are for Lindsay too.
Ooh, yay.
And Joanna.
I like free stuff.
I do. And oh, Shauna. She's not here. And Robin's supposed to be here. But she's not here, so I'm just
going
going
to.
to. Oh, did she today?
Yeah,
I thought
and
she
then
said
someone put burning ice cream under as a reply. So I'm like,
I love when people accidentally comment on the wrong thread. Burning eye cream. Okay, cool. All right. So before we start, those of you who are not Mary Kay consultants in the room, it's totally fine, but you're going to pretend, we're all pretending to be customers tonight. However, I'm doing this like I would do a party, but I'm also going to switch hats a couple of times and just explain why I said things or whatever, especially if people give me this face. Then I go, okay, so we're going to back up a second. Now, we have been talking a lot about the Platinum Spa experience. So the Platinum Spa experience is 8 people at the kitchen table. The hostess gets to try the biocellulose mask and gets a great deal on all of her products. She gets to shop and enjoy all of that. And so that's fun and a really great night. Now, normally I would be having sparkling juice and candles and things like that at the table. It's a pretty big group for that. So I know. So we're not going to do that. However, I am going to dim the lights. I'm going to do things a little differently than I did it last time. So who was at our last spa night? So now how many of you found that you got really confused by all of the steps and procedures? How many of you felt it was too much? It's way too much. It's too much. Honestly, it really is, because no, this system was designed by my friends in the States, and I don't want to talk badly about them because they are my friends and I love them. And I was part of the discussion when we were on the top director cruise to Alaska to fix the way that we do parties and change them a little bit and maybe make them more of an experience for people and to talk about it that way. But that being said, they really, really like a lot of products. And they like to do everything on the face all at the same time. And you know what? A confused mind buys nothing. Yeah. Okay. And a confused consultant sells nothing. Yeah. Because you get freaked out and then you don't want to do it. And you're like, oh no, it's so complicated. So here's my promise to you. The first thing that I promise you is that I will always lead the way. Right? Do you agree? I will always do what I want you to do before I get you to do it. So I have done 11 parties that way, their way. And now I'm going to do it my way, because I'm going to Frank Sinatra this thing and get it done my way, because I feel like I want to be in and out. I have a life. I don't want to be there at 11:30 at night going, just come to the couch and do your order, and I don't want to be matching foundation in the dark in a basement. That is not fun for me. And so I really wanted to kind of simplify this process a little bit and move into something that was a bit more of a spa experience, so I didn't feel like I had to rush through all the products and then you didn't get that relaxation thing, like, now let's talk about this. That's not so relaxing. All right. And the other thing that I'm switching is that you'll notice you all picked your cleanser and moisturizer, because they had it as the repair set was the only one. Do you see that we have teenagers in the room, you guys? If I put the repair set on their skin, would that be a good, smart choice?
No.
This is our over 45 line. It's a Lamborghini, but you don't give a Lamborghini to no 15-year-old, okay? It's a poor choice. So you have to make sure that you're picking the car based on your budget, based on your life. And, you know, so we got our Ford Focus, the botanical, right? So this is our teen and super simple skincare line. We have the, you know, well, when we talk about the acne line, I think that's probably at about the same, you know, maybe it's more of a hatchback, I don't know. Okay. What?
Beyond the dust.
Yes, exactly. And then we have our Time Wise, which I would say is a good Cadillac. Yeah. It's Cadillac, right? And then we have the Lamborghini. Because after a certain age, you're like, I'm done with this crap. Get me the really good car. The really, really good one. And I don't care because I don't pay a mortgage anymore. So I'm going to take care of that. So that's where we have all of the different steps. And if we're not allowing ourselves to customize that to each person, then we're not giving them what they need. We're not giving them the pure experience that Mary Kay offers, because then they're getting the same thing as everyone else is. So you'll notice that I've modified the wish list to say in the brackets here which cleanser and which moisturizer. They don't need to fill that out. You would fill that out in the individual clothes or at the beginning so that they would know at the table, because you've pre-profiled them, right? You've asked them in advance. So even though I got you to set up your trays, you all know not to do that, right? You don't do that at your party. It's like, okay, great, now set up your tray. So it's designed so that you can customize it when you're looking at it later for her and to put this into your files on. Where are you going to file this stuff? In Pink Office. So if you missed our meeting last week, how many of you all got Pink Office? How many of you love Pink Office? How many of you don't even know what I'm talking about? Cool beans. It is a new computer program. It's on my profile. Nicole has shared it. A few of us have shared it. It's fabulous. It's a great way to track. You can do all your invoicing paperless. You can send your emails. You can do it all in PDF. You can bring it to the party and do it there. It tracks your expenses. At the gas station, I literally plugged in my mileage and my gas onto the app. Amazing. Okay, and it's really cheap. And if you click a referral link, you get a month for free. And so does the person that referred you. So you have both, all right?
And
So
it's unlimited.
yeah.
So if you refer like 20 people, your year is on.
Yeah, well, they just keep forwarding. So now they sent me an email. I've got 22 months now for $88 it cost me. And it's already, I mean, if you think about it, order forms are what, $3? A package of 20. I just did a sale. I sold $6,500 and I would have gone through 85 order forms. So that's 4 times 3, which is 12, and I paid less than that for the whole month of the invoicing. So figure it out, those of you who did that. So now, who is committed to helping us break a record and sell 1,000 items in 10 days? Who's committed? Who's committed? Committed. You know the difference between a pig and a chicken, right? When you look at breakfast, okay, you look at the bacon and eggs on the plate, the chicken was interested and the pig was committed, right? The chicken did not have to sacrifice anything really to lay those eggs, but the pig sure did. So if you're committed, that means that you're into changing this. And really all we're doing is breaking a belief barrier, because whenever you have things that you feel are holding you back, you know, and things that, what's the first way we can break a limiting belief? See that somebody else did it first. Yes? Right? When Roger What's-His-Face did the 4-minute mile in the 1950s, nobody had ever done a 4-minute mile before that. And now people do it all the time. What changed?
They made a movie.
What's his name? Roger something. It's gone. But that's what a limiting belief is. Our bodies didn't change. Maybe our shoes did a little bit, but people do it barefoot at the Olympics, so really. And they run past 4-minute miles, not me, all the time. So I'm thinking that they probably know things that we don't know. All right, so first things first, I am actually going to pretend with the rest of the guests that we have done satin hands, and I'm going to ask somebody to volunteer to bring the guests to the kitchen to do satin hands with them. Do I have a volunteer, or am I going to volunteer? Nicole's going to do it. Perfect, thank you. I was like, somebody has to volunteer or else I'm going to volunteer you. There you go. So if you are not a Mary Kay consultant, please levez-vous and go with, that means get up, and go with Nicole. And you don't have to take anything with you. And you're going to go scrubby scrub and get your hands all not soft and pretty. Go ahead. It's nice. I promise.
She's done it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There, it's good. All right. The rest of you already know you love it. So you're going to pretend you're customers and go ahead and click that off on the sheet. Now that sheet is yours. This is a Google Doc. So I will post the link in the group so that you can copy all you want. The only thing I ask is that if you are going to edit it in any way, save a copy first. Because otherwise you're editing the original and then Carol gets upset. Cool? Thanks. Then I cry. Don't make me cry. So I also am going to be using the flip chart, but I want to tell you I have modified it. So there are some pages in here that I've changed, and there's some things in here that I'm really working on it. I've been working on it. It's an ongoing process. So every time I do a party, I go, that's got to go. So that I won't give you the document until I know that it's perfect. Because the one from the States is really a lot of reading. And that's a lot. So it's mostly the same, except that when we get to some of the different items. So my goal is to actually have a full page for each of the items in the wish list instead of having them, because otherwise they're grouped together. You can see like this. See? So somebody did these in the States and then they did them like that, but I don't really love that. So I wanted to put one thing per sheet, especially. Now you'll also notice, is there a day cream and a night cream, day solution, night solution? No. Lifting serum? No, because it's too much. Okay, so we're just doing basics, cleanser, moisturizer, right? And then your masks. But we are doing 2 masks. We're doing the charcoal mask and the gel mask tonight. All right? Yes, okay. Any questions or anything before we start? Before they come back in? Come on. Tell me, do you guys know about the words for the year? You know when people talk about like your year word? Does anyone have a word of the year? Like a word that they're focusing on, or a word that gives them meaning or gives them something that is what they're looking for? No? Mine's joy. Does anyone else have one? Yeah?
Mine's rest.
Rest. Yeah, I like that. Rest. Anybody else? Or think of one now. Pretend you've had one all this time. I sure have. Positivity. I love it. Positivity. Could be gratitude. Could be.
Yeah, gratitude.
Yeah. I heard the other day curate. So it's like a collection. If you have a collection and it doesn't get curated, it's just a big old hot mess. But curate means to choose carefully the things that belong and do not belong. And I think that's really an interesting word, to curate. So that was a good one. Anybody else have any that they're thinking of? Or that would be good for other people maybe that you just thought of, you know?
One thing you do a lot, you appreciate us. So I like that.
Say that again.
You appreciate us.
Aw.
So I like that.
Thank you. I do appreciate you guys. I love you. It's super fun to lead and to kind of do things that nobody has ever done before. Because I like that. All right. You'll also notice that on the wish list at the top, I put your biggest skin concern. That's something to add to the files. So if you are using the profile card with the questionnaires and the little ticky boxes, you can keep using that and this if you want, and just try to cross out what you don't want them to do. The reason I like this is because it keeps things a little bit more systematic so that you can have a path in front of you the whole time. No, I'm sorry. Well, it's not that empty. Here.
You do it then.
We'll squish it. There you go. Yeah, you gotta bend it just like toothpaste, you know, get that out.
Get it to the last.
Get it out so that you can get that going. Okay. This is gonna end up knocking all over the place. Does anybody have anything they want to crow about? Any brag moments?
How do you make your thing go flat? Mine goes.
Page protectors, baby.
Oh.
Page protectors change your life.
Dollar store has them.
Are we using this?
Because I-
You can use whatever cleanser is yours and whatever moisturizer is yours.
Yeah, dollar store
Right
has
in.
them for like $1.25. Whack 'em.
Thank you. How do your hands feel? Good. Awesome. All right. So at the top of your wish list, the very first thing was the satin hand set. So if you love it, what do? You tick it as love it. Please love it. And if this were a party, what would I do if they said love it? They get a ticket. Now I'm not going to run around, mostly because I did Zumba today, and give you all tickets. So just pretend I gave you tickets, and guests, do not leave without me giving you presents, because I have some for you. Okay? Those consultants, did you get prizes out of the bin? Very cool. All right. So first of all, my name is Carol Thompson, and I am the proud leader of Thompson's Transformers. We are the first $1 million team in Canada in the last 5 years. We're not there yet, but we will be, and we're working on selling 1,000 items in the next, in 10 days, and we have 3 days left. So I'm just so excited that you're all here at Cindy's party. That's Cindy. She's imaginary. She is my imaginary friend. And usually I would have people go around and talk about what they love most about the satin hand set and share a little bit about what we're doing for the party. So those of you who don't know, here's what we're doing, is we are going to relax. Now in my house, that's a swear word, because mostly it's said at me in a not nice way, right? It's not used in a good way. It's not like, you know what, honey, you should relax. It's like, relax. So I'm not going to use it in that way today. We're going to use it in a really good way. We're going to kind of relax. We're going to get some girlfriend time together. You guys haven't seen each other in a while. A week, but whatever. You haven't seen each other in a while, and I know that you really are excited to get together and rest together. I love that word, rest, for the year. So when you talk about why, then you're going to stop and make sure that you know how everybody knows the hostess, right? Or you could do word of the day, or you could say, tell an embarrassing story about the hostess, whatever you want. You would go round table, but we're not going to do that because it's a very large group. And so then I say to them, I'm so happy that I got to get to know you. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about myself. But first, you can tell me who this is. Yeah, Mary Kay Ash. How many of you knew that Mary Kay Ash was a real live person? Before you, I know a lot of people don't. They think she's like Aunt Jemima. That was not. Okay, so Betty Crocker. Fabrication. Mary Kay Ash was a real person, and Mary Kay Ash started her company in 1963 with nothing. So what I want you to know is that Mary Kay Ash used to do direct sales. And it was a company or a kind of a concept that was really, really run by men, not run by women. They sold brushes and they sold pots and pans door to door. They did not do women-centered businesses like it is now. So how many of you know a woman right now doing some sort of network marketing or direct sales from her home to make some extra coin, side hustle? Okay, perfect. So in those days, that was unusual. So Mary Kay Ash's husband left her after World War II with 3 kids for a blonde nurse, by the way. And she couldn't, I know why blonde, but it's very specific in the autobiography that it is blonde, a blonde nurse. Her hair was not blonde before. And by the way, this is not her real hair. Nobody ever saw her real hair, including her children and grandchildren. She had wigs upon wigs upon wigs. And when we first started, we actually sold wigs. So she was a single mom. She's trying to make ends meet, right? So she decides to get into direct sales and to go door to door and sell things because that way she can work during the day. Because then people had parties during the day because they were stay-at-home moms with all their kids home. So they had a lot of stuff going on during the day. One time she was at a party and all these women were whispering in the kitchen. And she thought she was gonna walk in and interrupt some sort of weird drug deal. And so she finally asked them what they were doing. And they said that they were selling skincare back and forth. So this woman whose dad had been a taxidermist realized that his hands were a lot smoother on the back of his hands and where his hands were touching the stuff that was used on the hides than his face was. So now this is not FDA approved, but he started to use that product on his face. And then his daughter started to modify it with like perfumes and things like that and selling it like in old pill bottles and stuff to her friends and family. And then, so this woman remained Mary Kay's friend for a long time. And when she passed away, Mary Kay got the recipe for the skincare. She was still mixing it up in her bathtub and her sink and stuff and giving it to her friends and family. And everybody always said what nice skin she had. And then when she got remarried and she retired from her direct sales company business because she had been asked to train a man and then they promoted him above her because for the only reason that he was a man. She quit in protest knowing that she was remarried. And in those days, right, as soon as you got married, you quit your job. Like that was what you did, was the 60s. And then she did not respond well to a life that was not busy. How many of you can relate? How many of you do not respond well to idleness? So I guess she was a little bit cranky and she was stomping around the house and she was a little bit mad still about this. She was carrying some residual anger. And her husband said to her, you know what, why don't you just write a book? Just write a book, you're annoying. And when she did, she wrote this book about how she felt the company should be run if they wanted women who she felt could really change the industry. If they wanted women to be in charge, what it would look like. And when he read that, he said, you know what, we should do this. They created a business plan. They sent that recipe to chemists who created a skincare formula, which is still miles away from what it is today. And they were about to go public. They had a bank building bought. They had everything bought. And he dropped dead of a heart attack at the kitchen table 3 days before. They pulled all the loans. They said that no woman could ever run a company by herself. And the day after the funeral, the children were sitting around together, grown children. They handed over their life savings to their mother, moved back home, and started working for her to build a company at $5,000 and a dream, a little Dallas office down straight from the business district so that she could have women stop by for makeovers and stop by for skincare. She created the direct sales model with 13 of her friends that she basically said, you're getting a starter kit and you don't need to lie to me about it that you don't want to do this. So she bullied them into it, and they still talk about that. Well, they're gone now. The very first consultant just passed away. And they started that company selling wigs, skincare, and makeup. Now you can imagine wigs were not so easy to get fitted properly and things like that. So they gradually moved out of that and moved out of having any storefront at all and just had us in the home. So what we do is basically have stores in our houses. Some of us are bigger than others. And we go into people's homes and teach them about skincare and makeup, things that you can't get online. You cannot get from Amazon. So every day I'm super proud that I joined this company that's part of the Golden Rule, that is a company for women, run by women. It's still owned and operated by Mary Kay Ash's foundation and by her family. We are still a family-owned company, and we are now privately owned, so we don't even have shareholders to answer to. We're completely debt-free. We are environmentally and ethically responsible. We spend more than $1.24 million a year on the charitable foundation, which goes to domestic violence and women dealing with the after effects of cancer. So how many of you know somebody affected by cancer or somebody affected by violence? Yeah, and look around. You know that that is something that was near and dear to Mary Kay Ash's heart. And so that's really important. So when you wash your face today, I want you to remember that you're washing your face with something that is going to change women's lives. And you can't do that on Amazon.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, so the first initial thing that she made, what is the closest thing to our skincare to that?
Extra emollient night cream.
That's what I thought.
Extra emollient night cream is probably the closest thing that we have to the original moisturizer.
That's what I
And if you listen to some of the older nationals that are like, you guys have it easy. We used to have to tell people to set their alarms for 20 minutes before they were going to wake up, put on an oatmeal mask, try to go back to sleep, and then get up and wash that off and enjoy your day. Yeah. You don't even know. All right. So millions of women around the world do this. Right now, there's a woman in Russia doing this. There are women in China that are able to have second and third children because of the income that they get from doing this Mary Kay opportunity. For me, I've been building my business for 8 years. It'll be 8 years in March. And I got to tell you, before that, I had never, ever thought about doing anything like this. How many of you also agree you never thought about doing anything like this? I thought people in direct sales made a little bit of extra coin, but I wasn't so interested in that because it seemed like a lot more work than it was worth, and I didn't want to do that. But I always said that if I ever sold anything, it would be Mary Kay because we make 50% profit. So I knew that, and I was a good customer, but that's all I knew until we went through our own personal economic recession, I like to call it. When we moved here, I discovered that because of my master's degree and my tenure that I was too expensive to hire as a teacher. My husband had been paying all of our credit cards with the credit line and the credit line with the credit cards and hiding debt from me so that when we got our house, we realized that we were $120,000 in personal debt. We did live homeless for a while in a 1976 Travel Air with a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. So when I say that I was at the bottom, I really, when you're like, it can't get any worse than this, and then it does. We moved into our house and I got an audit letter for $37,000. And I was like, I don't know, when you just get to that point. And my friend said to me, because I was crying about it, I was doing a day home all day, and I was tutoring at night and selling jewelry on Etsy. And Audra's kids were in my day home. And she said, have you ever just thought about making more money? And I totally screamed at her and said, there's no way I can make any more money. I'm busy. I'm busy. How many of you wear the mantle of busy? Right? It's a big badge. Busy. And it stopped me from thinking creatively, right? I started my Mary Kay business with the last $125 available on a $150 limit credit card. It had more limit than that, but it was wrapped up. So that's all that was available left. We had it frozen in the freezer for in case of emergencies. My husband didn't talk to me for 3 weeks. And now I am very proud to say that not only am I almost a Mary Kay millionaire, really close, as well, we are about to sell $1 million as our team together this year. And that has all been because of this transformation that this Mary Kay Ash company did for me. So I want you to think to yourselves tonight that, when you are looking at these companies, or when you're supporting a woman who's just started hers, that she could be me one day. And it just takes that little bit of a kind word, maybe to yourself or maybe to your friends, even if they're not in companies that you want them to be in. Those of us who are already in Mary Kay, make sure you're supporting your other friends. When your friends join companies and you're like, why didn't I ask her? How many of you?
Sucks.
Right? Okay, so do you know that Mary Kay spends millions of dollars and conducts over 500,000 tests each year? So you can know that we're taken care of. You are covered. We spend more money on cosmetic development and research than any other company in the world. So how many of you have a cosmetic graveyard of crap? Had, right? Yes, you guys are converted. But how many of you have extra bottles of conditioner? Shampoo? Yes? All right, so this is what Mary Kay offers you, is that if you do purchase something tonight and you don't like it, you can return it at any time. You can exchange it, whatever. I don't care if you licked it, spit in it, or ran over it with your car. It's totally fine. we'll take care of it. All right? It doesn't cost your consultant any money to do that, so you're totally taken care of. All right, so let's get started relaxing. First things first, satin hand set. Please click if you loved it, liked it, or leave it. Don't lie. Don't lie, because I know that it's tempting to just lie for a ticket. But if you didn't really love it, make sure I know that, because otherwise I'll ask you if you want it, and you have to be nice to me. Don't do that. I just go by what you tell me. The next thing we're going to do is buff away the dead skin on our lips. So you buffed away the dead skin on your hands, so now you're going to do that on your lips. I want you to pick up number 1 in your tray, just with your finger, and scrub this all over your lips. This shea butter sugar scrub is going to take off all the dead skin that accumulates on your lips. You got them backwards?
Just remember to use the right one in your room.
At Lindsay's party, somebody was like, this isn't gritty at all. Yeah, she was using the right-hand side, not the left. How's that feel?
She sent me back a comment on my Square receipt.
Did she? Well, like that says don't use.
No, she's like just saying that I did a great job.
Aw,
Great time.
that's
like,
cute.
Like you got a comment on the payment program?
Yeah, I had a customer do the same thing, and I was like, what is she commenting about? And then I read the comment, I was like, oh.
Was it a good one? Not, why did I buy this? No. All right, and then take it off again with one of those wet pads that you have in front of you. Don't mix it up with the eye makeup remover. Sorry.
Go run wide and round. Show me what yours?
Fantastic.
How's that feel? Getting off the dead skin? What's the first place on your face to show age?
Lips.
Your lips, yes. What's the first place on your body, your entire body to show age? Your hands. So we've just taken care of both of those things. You're going to now put on number 2, which is your Shea Butter Lip Balm. And this is going to hydrate your lips for 24 hours. So you don't have to carry it around. How many of you have friends who are addicted to chapstick? Right? Tethered to the lip chap. All right? You don't need to be. This has no alcohol in it, so it doesn't need to dry out your lips, because that's what happens. It creates an addictive response. So you put it on, feels really good, and then it dries you out, and it's like, hey, put more on. So now you don't have to. So you'll notice it won't feel glossy. It'll get right in and penetrate right in. Ready? Satin lips. I want to know, do you love it, like it, or leave it?
Love it every day.
Love it. I keep mine in my nightstand. How many of you put your satin lips on in the morning? How many of you put yours on at night? Do you do it twice?
I do twice.
Yeah.
Sometimes my lips are so dry, I have to do it both my hand.
I use mine
Are you a licker?
all day, every day.
Are you a lip licker? I'm a lip licker. Like, I lick my lips obsessively, yes. In fact, I used to do it so much as a child that I actually got to wear lipstick really early, because my doctor said that I wouldn't lick or chew on my lips if I had lipstick on. So I got to do that. My obsession with lip products may have started early. Now I want you to think about this. How many of you wear eye makeup on a regular basis? How many of you don't? Okay. How many of you take your eye makeup off very carefully at the end of every night? How many of you scrub and tug? How many of you don't take your eye makeup off at the end of the night? Okay. So I have to tell you 2 very gross things. First of all, any day that you go to bed without washing your face, whether you wear makeup or not, you will age 7 times as quickly.
Oh my God.
I'm very sorry. Very sorry. It's not me, it's scientific fact, okay? If you are white, you are going to age quicker than if you are, more blessed with melanin. All right? So those of us who have olive skin or darker skin are going to show age less quickly. Do we physically age the same rate? Sure, but our skin doesn't. 20% of your skin and its aging process is genetic. 80% is due to pollution, the environment, and the sun. 80%. That you can wash off. It's also why women who wear foundation on a regular basis actually show their age less quickly than people who don't, because foundation acts as a barrier to the environment. And then if they wash their faces, then it washes that down the sink. It's true. The world is gross. Are your glasses dirty at the end of the day? Is your windshield dirty in the morning? World's mad gross. So we have to take care of it, and that's how we do it. The next thing I want you to do then is to put on your eye makeup remover. Now y'all have shaken this like crazy. It's very foamy. Usually it's 2 layers, 1 layer here and 1 layer here. That does not mean it has oil in it because it's called oil-free eye makeup remover. We don't just put that there just so that you can get excited that it says oil-free and then lie to you. If you don't have one, I blew up my knee, so I'm a little bit slow moving. I hit some water on the ground at Zumba and knocked my knee out, and then, yeah, it popped out. It was my water, so I couldn't really blame anyone, but it totally was my water. So now I want you to gently take your eye makeup off. If I see you pulling at your eyes, I'm going to pull your hair. True story, I will. I'll pull your hair.
They might like it.
Gentle. You might like
Just saying, careful with that.
Gentle, gentle. So I want you to think about this. If you purchased a thong from one of those $5 the sense of bins, you know, those that are not used, like just.
Yeah, but still people touch those.
Oh, I
so
know,
wrong.
true. I never even thought about people touching them. I washed them first.
Well, I know, but still, just.
All right, so you purchase a thong. Maybe it's this big, and you put it on every day, or hopefully you wash it in between, but I'm not judging. Okay, so you put it on, and you put it on, and you keep putting it on, and you put it on, and you put it on, and what happens? It stretches. It becomes granny panties, okay? It becomes those maternity panties we used to pull up over our heads. So if you don't want saggy, baggy panty face, or saggy, baggy panty eyes, you are going to treat your skin like the delicate, elastic little thong that it is. Gentle. Gently. A vague disclaimer is no one's friend. I have to tell you. Take care of your skin. Now, I need a volunteer because I will not be able to do it all. But if somebody can run around, grab the cloths from somebody and fill them up with some really good hot water. Can I help? Can somebody help? Stephanie's got it. Okay. She might need another helper. Can somebody else help her? Jade will help. Thank you.
I'm so glad you're second.
Just one cloth for each person is great.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. And then the other one's for later, right? To take it off.
Thanks, Jake.
Thanks, Steph.
How many of you wear waterproof makeup and waterproof mascara?
Unless I'm going to a funeral.
Yeah. Do you know that our waterproof mascara is triathlon tested? And it can be removed with this eye makeup remover?
So can kids' tattoos on their arms, FYI.
Yes.
Any moms out there?
Marker, tattoos,
Great.
face paint. A little dab will do ya. So during the high river floods, for example, Audra and I made goodie bags, and we could get 300 cotton pads soaked with 1 bottle of eye makeup remover. Soaked. And we folded them in half, put them in little baggies, and we had little baggies of cleanser, moisturizer.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, we did mascaras and wands for all the shelters because then a woman could at least feel like she could wash her face and put mascara on. You didn't know that?
I was cleaning.
Yeah, she was clean. She was a flood person. She was a flood person.
I was a flipper.
She's a flood person. It's terrible. She's a flood
I was
person.
bloody.
All right, eye makeup remover. Who loves it? Most of you own it. This is a Mary Kay cult favorite. This is the thing that people write in on all those ballots. This is the #1 thing that we are most known for is our eye makeup remover. It is also coincidentally one of our top selling products in the world. So if you love it, check it off and get yourself. You're going to get a ticket. Pretend. Because I just have presents for the guests anyway. So you just get presents. I know, I'm mean. Sorry. Just a terrible person. The next thing we're going to do is cleanse our faces. And again, you're going to be really gentle. So you're not going to do this. Okay? I see people's faces like crumpling up like old cardboard underneath their fingers. Gentle. Use your outside 3 fingers. I want you to wet your face, not scrubbing. Wet your face with the cloths that are being handed out. Just wet it and then scoop up #3 in your tray. Right? Yes, #3. With your outside 3 fingers, and you're going to go up and across and down with it. Up with your cleanser, across and down. Go ahead. It won't hurt you. Now, you all have different cleansers. You have to cleanse before you mask, otherwise you trap everything in there. That's not what we want. Number 3, yeah, wet your face. Number 3, scoop and go like that, okay? Scoop and thrust, I promise. You got this. Just remember losers, loser fingers. These are your loser fingers. That is a patented Carol Thompson phrase now used across North America. Loser fingers, these will make you lose skin elasticity. Do not put this on your eyes yet, just cleaned your eyes. Oh, I promised to tell you another really gross fact while you're cleaning. Sorry, I told you one, I told me to tell you another one. There are little bugs that like to live in your eyelashes, and they're called mites. Mm-hmm. And you can't see them, but they like to eat your dead skin and your old mascara, so please get rid of them with some eye makeup remover. You're welcome. So gross. You don't have to wash off your brows. Sorry. So we're cleansing your face and take it off. Now this is better in the shower, but I don't do parties in the shower anymore. I cut way back. Got really creepy. Totally would have. Okay, repair cleanser is a little bit foamier. So remember, if you're doing repair cleanser at a party, then you're gonna use a little less on the tray. Do not give them a full pea-sized amount. They will be foamy for the rest of their lives. And if you're Lindsay, you could text me 5 minutes before your debut party and say, can I bring a syringe? What now? She's like, for the cleanser. I'm still not following you. Still not following you. She's like, well, then I can give them extra water. And I'm like, who has syringes? She's like, I have lots. From when Lydia was in the NICU. Well, all right. But that's not so much a duplicatable process. Like, just grab your syringe, people. It worked. Now, I do have friends who bring a water bottle, a spray bottle, fill it with hot water, and they spray their clients' faces. And my friend Mindy does it, and she's like, hold still, I like to spray you. And she gives them a little extra dose, so that's kind of fun. And there are mini spray bottles you can purchase and fill up for the clients too if you wanted to do that. I don't worry about it. Honestly, it's fine. Okay? We're going to skip the soothing eye gel for a second because we're going to put cucumbers on first. So you're going to skip number 4 and go straight. Oh, no, wait. You're going to check your wish list. Oh, I forgot. Cleanser. Do you love it, like it, or leave it? So again, we have the Botanical, which is a young, fresh, easy cleanser. This is not an anti-aging cleanser. It has no anti-aging properties. Clear Proof, which is for acne. It has salicylic acid in it. It is going to get really clean. It's also a bit drying. So if you have dry acne, this isn't the choice for you, right? So you can mix and match. We have our Time-Wise 3-in-1 cleanser, which cleanses, exfoliates, and thank you, tones. That's a ticket because most people say, moisturize! It doesn't, okay? And then we have our Repair Foaming Cleanser, which is our 45 and up, but a lot of people love it. It's a foaming cleanser, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. So it's designed to plump up your skin immediately. You're going to now, after you've checked it off on your list, you're going to pick up number 5. That is your charcoal mask, and not on the eye area. You're going to smooth this all over your face. This is best applied with a brush. So if you're finding you hate it with your fingers, you can look behind you. Crystal's putting it on with the brush. She is a smarty pants. She brought
I'm so gonna bring that.
Smarty pants.
Would you bring brushes ever?
No, I don't bring brushes. There's too many. You could bring paint brushes, I guess, but then you're never selling the liquid finish brush, right? So
Yeah, I usually do like 3 different people, so.
yeah, I just let them just do it. Oh, Kim's got brushes too. See, smarty pants is. Lola's got a brush. I love it. So this is our deep cleansing charcoal mask. Now you can't tell me if you love it yet because you don't know yet. So right now you're just putting this on. Now how many of you have seen those creepy videos on Amazon or on YouTube, the ones that you can buy on Amazon that are like magnets and you pull and tug? That is not good. Do not do that. So you should have a good, nice and thick layer everywhere, especially the T-zone. If you need more, come on up. Here, well, you don't have to come up. Joanna's going to come grab it for you. She's filling this up. This one is Jade's. It's nice and full. Mine was deceptive. It looked full until people started squeezing it, and it's not as full. I was going to throw this at you. I thought it would be funny, but I'm not going to. Smoothing this all over especially focusing on the nose area. Jade, you need a little more.
Yes, I do.
Here.
I never do this
Here,
with
go.
my fingers. I don't know like this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Put it on the tray, girl.
Anybody? You got it? I got it.
How
How many of you are noticing a smell? What smell do you smell? Peppermint. That's right. Peppermint is really soothing to the skin. Oh my gosh. Enjoy. Even top directors can do things like that. That's it? Okay. Thanks. So charcoal's all over the news, yes?
Yeah.
Because you can use it to do what? Yep. Why do we have charcoal in hospitals? Does anyone know? Well, it doesn't really make you puke. What does it do? Yeah, it absorbs. It absorbs bad stuff. So I actually carry activated charcoal with me in pills in my purse because I am a celiac. And if I get glutened, then I can take a charcoal pill and I won't die. Well, it lessens my chances of death. Okay, so it's designed to pull impurities out of your skin. So right now it's all glossy and black and you look awesome. Make sure you selfie.
Sure.
And then as it dries, it's going to start pulling out bacteria and oil and toxins from your skin. Lisa, can you dim the lights for me? We're going to dim the lights now, and we're going to actually relax. So make sure you get your selfies, and then you're going to be putting on your cucumbers and leaning back. Don't lean back too far in those chairs. They will take you with them.
Sorry.
Yeah. So when you're ready and you've done your selfie, there's pot lights. Yeah, you can just hold those and dim. Yeah, that's great. And then I want you to get comfortable and quiet. Comfortable and quiet. With cucumbers on your eyes. Comfortable and quiet. And if you're just observing, this is a time for you to get quiet too. Close your eyes. Just lean back. I'm going to take you through a little bit of a relaxation meditation. You can ignore me and not do anything I'm telling you to do, but I do ask that you're quiet if your cucumbers fall off your head. Just lean back. Breathe in and breathe out. Let that hibiscus and peppermint aroma take away any headache, take away any stress. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. I want you to breathe in positive energy. I want you to feel your friends around you. That energy is coming to you. Breathe that in. And then I want you to exhale all the yuck that's stuck inside of you. Just blow that out. This is a special day, and we don't want to carry any old stuff into it with us. I want you to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And as you breathe quietly, noticing how comforting that feels, breathe, be still, be still, be still. Resist the urge to move. Know that you can heal your body and your mind yourself. Say to yourself, who I am is wonderful. And who I am is good enough. Who I am is wonderful. And who I am is good enough. You don't have to be anywhere else but where you are right now. Right now. You do not have to think of the future. You do not have to think about the past. You don't have to think about what you're doing. You are here right now. All is well. Let your heart open. Feel your heart opening as you have your hand on it. Feel that sense of your chest opening up as you breathe in. And imagine that positive energy is just flowing into you. And then release it. Who you are at this moment is exactly who you were designed to be. You are a child of the universe. You are made up of the same stuff as the stars, of the earth, of flowers, of sunlight. Take a moment to feel the chair beneath you. Feel that and allow the chair to pull you down closer to the earth. I want you to imagine there's a magnet pulling you down, getting you tight and connected to the earth. And then imagine that there's a little rope, a thin rope pulling from the top of your head up to the sky, up to heaven, pulling you, stretching your body, stretching your thoughts, helping you be better, helping you be more, helping you learn, helping you grow. The only way that we move forward in life is to know where we are, to know where we come from, and to know where we're going. Who I am is wonderful. And who I am is good enough. I want you to take this second just to dream for a minute. Just to dream and imagine if there were no option that you could fail. What would you truly want? Don't let that stress you. Don't let that thought be more than it is. It's just a thought. If you knew you could not fail, what would you truly want? And I want you to visualize that you have the power within you to make all of that come true. I have power that knows no bounds. Who I am is wonderful, and who I am is good enough. Breathe in, breathe out, and allow yourself to just come back to a sense of noticing everything around you in the room, that your breathing return to normal, and know that all is well, that who you are is all you need to be right now. That's it. You don't need to be more. You don't need to learn anything right now. You just have to be here. And then gradually remove your cucumbers and open your eyes. We're going to bring the lights up just a little bit. But we're not going to get too crazy. So you still have that mask on for a little bit. I want you to take a look in the mirror and notice what it's pulling out of your skin already. It hasn't dried fully yet. It takes 20 minutes. What's it already pulling out? Do you see the dark spots? How many of you are noticing darker spots? How many of you are noticing lighter spots? Both those things are toxins coming out of your skin.
Carol, most people at home don't have dimmer lights, so would you turn the lights off or would you leave them on?
I bring battery candles.
Okay.
So then the candles are on and the lights are
Where do you
off.
get those from?
Just Costco. Yeah, even Dollarama has battery candles. Mhm. Yeah, super easy.
They have cute little battery lanterns.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you can just grab a few of those, throw some batteries in them, and you're good. Okay, so now how many of you have time to sit with cucumbers on your eyes? Anybody? No, not really, right? Because relax is a swear word. So how many of you would like to have the effect of cucumbers on your eyes but still be able to walk around and not walk into things? How many of you noticed that the cucumbers were slidey and annoying? Yes? So now we're going to get even, this is cucumber 2.0. I want you to pick up number 4. This is the soothing eye gel, and I want you to gently pat this in your under eye area. This can go all the way up to your eye.
Just under, you don't put it on.
You can put it on your lid too. So this is aloe and cucumber. It's designed to depuff, de-stress, de-wrinkle. It refreshes, soothes, and moisturizes. It also has green tea in it. So what does green tea do? If you drink green tea, what does it do? Well, I literally never heard that from anyone. Make you pee. Yeah, well, true. Oops. You didn't get soothing eye gel? Okay. Soothing eye gel. Comes in a little jar. You can keep this in the fridge. It's finished. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is there some in the lid there? Squish it out. How many of you are noticing you feel a little bit more relaxed already?
I got drunk.
I know, right? Well, that's why I'm going to wake you up. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So now when I asked you to dream big dreams, a lot of you have not done a big dream in a long time. How many of you could admit to me that you haven't dreamed a bigger thing than just day to day, step by step, in a while? We get caught up in the minutia of our lives. And this is what I'm doing next. However, when you were little, how many of you had really big dreams for your lives? I want you to take a moment to just revisit that concept of the princess dream. I wanted to be a princess for real. And I really did think that if I married the son of a prime minister in Canada, it would be almost like being royalty. So I had a massive crush on Ben Mulroney and Sacha Trudeau. And yes, Mr. Trudeau himself. Because I was pretty sure that they were in my age group, so they were going to marry me. And then Ben Mulroney's the one who gave me my crown on stage when I was queen. And I didn't realize my microphone was still on when he handed me his kerchief, and I said, I used to have a poster of you on my wall. That was really awkward. Tremendously awkward. He's like, recently? And I said, no, when I was 13. So a lot of people don't know that in their starter kits that they get from Mary Kay Cosmetics, which cost $85 now, by the way, that you get a lot more than just the opportunity to make a little extra money. And so we're just going to go through a really easy game, and I'm doing this for all of you, so you're all just going to pretend, okay? Because this is the game I do play at my parties quite often, okay? So we're just going to do this really quick. Now, most of the time, you would hand out tickets for this. I do this with a purse. So I get them to find things in their purse that start with these letters, okay? So we're gonna do that really fast, so grab your bag, but I'm not giving you tickets for it, so just get excited and play, okay? Because you have 10 more minutes with that mask, or we're not getting the full effect. So I want you to find something in your purse that starts with M. First one gets ticket, there you go, money. Right there, Audra, that's a prize for you, okay? M stands for money. We can make money in Mary Kay, and like you heard before, you can make 50% profit on everything that you sell. I'm just going to shut off this spot music because it's making me crazy. Sorry. M stands for money. You make 50% on everything that you sell right away. You don't have to earn that. Like, you don't have to be like, move up the career path to get that. So everybody from the very beginning of the company all the way up makes 50% profit. We earn that right away. We purchase at wholesale and then turn around and sell things for retail. So that means we can buy for $1 and sell for $2, which is the biggest markup and best in all of the business. That doesn't mean that our products are inferior or anything else. It means that Mary Kay Ash really wanted to make sure that if women were doing this, they were making some money. You know, I just talked to a woman the other day who was like, I'm really passionate about these, like she was selling these candles that have jewelry inside. And I said, and how much do you make per candle? $4. And I said, and how many candles do people buy? And they're like, well, like my diehards buy maybe one a month. So 12 months, $4 a candle, that's $48 in a year. That's a lot of schlepping and hustling to get a customer for that. And that's a good customer. Now imagine that you had a moisturizer and a cleanser and an eye makeup remover and a mascara that literally got washed down the sink every day. The average customer in Mary Kay spends $300 in a year, which means you're making $150 profit per face per person. And that is at a year is $15,000 in profit. Build another 100 the next year, that's $30,000 in profit. And that doesn't include your team. So for us, we can make money in two ways. We can make money by building a team or make money by sales. They are not exclusive of each other. So you don't have to build a team in order to be part of the Mary Kay team. So a lot of people think that you have to. Next letter is R. R. Yeah, there you go. Something from the bin. So Audrey, you get something from the bin. You get something from the bin. Lola, red lipstick. So what do you think R really stands for in Mary Kay?
Reorder.
No, reorder? No. Recognition. Yes, it stands for recognition. So how many of you had somebody clap for you at your job? No? How many of you got a diamond ring at your job? Anybody get a free car at their job? Not in Mary Kay.
That's my job.
Oh, well, true. But not today. How many? You're pretending. Okay, so Mary Kay really believed in praising women to success, and here's the thing, she really wanted women to get good prizes because when she was in business, one time they told her it was a really good prize if she was the top salesperson, and she hustled and was really excited about it, and they gave her a fishing helmet. And she was like, if I ever own a company, it will be stuff people actually want. You know, and she really didn't like trips at a lower level either because she felt like it was, you know, to Mexico or whatever, a lot of the expenses had to be taken on by the consultant and they had to leave their families and their business behind. So she does top director trips for people who have surpassed the $600,000 mark in their unit sales for that year. And we get to go on really amazing, they're $20,000, $30,000 trips around the world. It's really powerful. But in the meantime, we can earn diamonds, okay, and bar pins. And these are diamonds too. Don't roll me in the parking lot. I'm not wearing all mine. But I added it up the other day. I've earned 24 diamond rings in total in like 8 years. So I haven't actually taken all those diamonds because I don't have enough fingers. So I take the cash instead. All right, next letter is S. Ooh, sunglasses. Sunglasses. There you go. Something from the bin. S stands for in Mary Kay. What do you think it stands for?
Success.
Nope.
Sales.
I'm not the same person I was. Self-confidence. Yes, self-confidence. So I'm not the person that I was 8 years ago when I first started my beauty agreement. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know anything about the products. It took me a year to even ask Audrey to try a sample. So I was not the powerhouse person that I am now, and I will not be the same person in 8 years. Yes? So what Mary Kay really has done for us, even if they took away everything else, is made me into a better woman. It's transformed me and given me self-confidence that I never believed I had. And you would have probably told me I was a pretty confident person then. But now, it's a lot different. All right, next is for C. C. Ah! She already cheated. She's got a card. Card. Okay. She knows what the next letter is. That's why. All right, C stands for? Yeah, what did I drive here? A pink Cadillac. How many of you knew the pink Cadillacs were a real thing? Anybody? How many of you did not? Okay, in Europe, it's a pink little smart car Mercedes-Benz because a Cadillac in Europe is a poor choice. So they make sure that they take things. I'm really trying to lobby for us to get pink Teslas because I think I really want a self-driving car. Really want a self-driving car. So you can take cars at different levels. We start at a Ford Focus. We go to the Ford Escape that has pink hearts on it. It's really cute. And then we go to the Cadillac level. And as a consultant, you can earn cash. So you can earn $500 a month that you can spend on a car or taxis or nothing. It's up to you. Choose, whatever. Next is B.
I have a book.
Yeah, you have to pull it out first. Can't just say I have it.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, Nicole wins game book. B is for being my own boss. Ain't nobody telling me what to do. I am part of Mary Kay's overall umbrella, and they help me and guide me. I have coaches, teachers, and trainers, but I don't have a boss. I am my boss, and I'm not these guys' boss. Okay, I'd like to be, but I'm not. So, and they really do help us to be boss babes, which means that we get to keep our priorities in check. We're fave first, family second, career third. And we get to decide at every given moment and every given day what is going to be the priority at this moment. All right, last one is W.
Wallet.
Oh, wallet, Lola. Whoa, got it. Okay, W is for watch. I want you to watch me. And if it's something that you think that you could do, or something that you think you could learn to do, or something that you think a friend of yours might be really good at, and I know you just thought of somebody, you need to let me know. All right, everybody's got something inside of them. They've got a powerhouse inside of them that they just don't know what to do with. Now, I need somebody to wet some cloths so we can take this off. Can we turn the lights right back on? And I want you to selfie again before you wash. Whoa! Oh, let there be lights. Selfie again. I want you to see all the dark gunk. And then who can volunteer for me? Hand the cloths to somebody, please. Somebody, anybody? Oh, there, Audra's going. Thank you. Hand your cloths to Audra so that you can
I see
get.
the grab one from Carol.
Here, there's some more here. I make people bring them so that I don't run out of cloths, because otherwise I go to the parties and I'm like, where are my cloths? Did you guys check off if you love the soothing eye gel? I forgot to remind you. Did we? Soothing eye gel, love, like, or leave. Sorry. Next is going to be, we're going to get that charcoal mask. Now there's a few of them on here, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the other products that you can try at your next appointments in a minute, okay? So Audra's getting the cloths ready, and what I wanted to talk to you about is a few things. The first is on your list is the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. How many of you know what dead skin does? It dies. And then what does it do? It sits there. Does it re-moisturize? Can you rehydrate a dead skin cell? No, it's dead. It does not come back to life. What is the number one biggest thing that shows age on your face? Dead skin. Dead skin. At any given moment in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, you have 7 to 19 layers of dead skin on your face. So what if I could tell you that you could put on a cream, walk around for 20 minutes, and take all that dead skin off? Yeah? That'd be something you'd like? So that's the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. We're not trying this tonight, but it's simply a white cream. You put it on, it goes on clear, and it dries on your face, and then you just wash it off in 20 minutes. Or if you're like me, you forget all day and then wash it off. It's a glycolic acid peel. It'll take off about a ton of layers of dead skin, and it also helps the new skin to form nicely.
How many pumps do you usually do?
2 pumps per application. It's about 40 applications per bottle. So that's pretty good because you're going to use it maybe once a week. Most people go through a new peel about every 9 months if they're using it regularly. And if they're not, then a year, right? Wet that cloth on your face. Hold it over your face. Take a moment and just let it sit on your skin and push it gently into your skin so that it can soften that mask up. Now, if you know the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel is something you would like to try, you could put in your wish list that you would like to try it. And at your next party, you can choose that for your guests. I know Cindy chose the mask for all of you guys. And then you can gently wipe away. It's like a Rorschach test. Like, look at Audra's cloth. Face fringe. You can gently wipe that away.
Comes off really well in the shower.
It does come off really well in the shower, and it comes off with more water. Now we do have a washroom, so if you would like to go up and get, you know, some more water on your cloth, you're welcome to do that.
Her face is like.
It transferred.
Audra had a whole Rorschach test on hers. Yeah. What do you see?
Nice.
Are you a psychopath or not? Yeah. Let's find out. I see butterflies. Chris, can you wet a few of them? Please, thank you. Who else could use a wet cloth again? Another one. Okay, a few. Yeah. Chris is coming in. So wherever it turned white, it's pulling bacteria out of your skin, and wherever it turned black, it is. And you can also, by the way, put this on bug bites. Mosquito bites, spider bites. I put it on a spider bite, and you can see the two little venom marks coming out. Yeah, you can see two little black dots where the venom was coming out of my skin. And if I'm about to have a fibro attack, or I know I've eaten something bad, I put this on the soles of my feet and let it dry overnight, and it pulls out tons of stuff. You should see the bottom of my feet. They're like black as night. Yeah. Because that's a normal remedy, is to put activated charcoal on your feet. So I thought, well, this has got peppermint and hibiscus and everything else. So yeah, I put the charcoal mask on the soles of my feet at night, let it sit, and it pulls all the yuck out of my body if I'm feeling like, you know, yeah, like for a cold, anything like that. There's so many nerve endings in your feet and so many open blood vessels and things like that that you can. Yeah, I just leave it on overnight with socks on.
It's really good on sunburns too.
Yeah, really good on sunburns, and you wouldn't think that, but it's really great on sunburns. And how many of you know somebody or are somebody with rosacea? Really good for rosacea. Redness in the skin. This is really good for that. You've got like a She-Ra Princess of Power crown going on now. I like it. Just like Wonder Woman. And now take a really good hard look at your skin and see how much softer it is. See any blackheads disappear on your skin. Now this is a good time to look at the microdermabrasion really fast. Microdermabrasion is another way to get rid of dead skin cells. So this is more of a scrub, and I put this in the two little circles. So if you're finding that this is getting trapped a little bit into any pores on your face, scoop this up with a little bit, make sure your skin is wet with your cloth, and scoop that up, and you can put that anywhere on your nose. Just be super gentle because it is really abrasive for that. Yeah, if there's anything trapped, you can use that microdermabrasion for that. If not, please use that on one elbow. So please expose an elbow and scrub with the scrub on one elbow with some water or your wet cloth. I don't know where Chris went, but I don't think she's ever coming back with the cloth.
She probably went to that. We were in the kitchen, so she maybe.
Oh, she probably did.
How do you
Yeah, don't go so hard, just really lightly. So scrub one elbow with that and wet it with the cloth and just scrub one elbow. This is the very first product I ever bought. I was super pregnant and I had the worst flaky, gross nose, and nothing I did helped. I kept buying moisturizer after moisturizer and apricot scrubs that cut your skin. And then she gave it to us, made us only do half of our noses. And I was like, I'm not leaving here without the other half done. She said, it's right here, you can purchase it. And I did. Literally.
That's
She would not give me the other half. Stand your ground, man. Stand your ground. So just wipe that off when you're ready. You can feel those little beads, they're round. So they buff instead of cut. Because like apricot scrubs, they actually cut your skin. No sugar on your face. No Pinterest recipes. Okay, no food on your face. Okay, and then put the next step, which is the soothing pore minimizer. Who else needs another cloth? Chris is coming around the mountain.
I only have 5.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Anyone else?
I'll grab one.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you can.
Sorry.
Good. And then isn't that way softer?
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine how it would feel on your face.
If anyone needs, there's 2 more here.
Now where did I put this one? Yeah, it's right here. Gel mask? It's okay. You don't need to try it. We know what it feels like. So we just did on yellow.
Oh, but what about the gel mask?
The gel mask is going on, so use the gel mask for sure. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Aha.
Went to the ultrasound today.
Yeah, how was that?
No, it'll just go up.
Yeah.
17. Probably about 6 pounds now, so maybe like bigger, but it's still technically got 2.5 weeks left, right?
No, no, I promise, it's just.
Picture was so amazing. Oh, sorry. And the picture that they had was his profile, and his hand was up to the best.
Oh, perfect, okay, so this
Just, that's my boy. I can't wait to meet him.
And you kind of just stick it in the water and put some of your medicine. You do need to go to the water and then she'll There's a bunch up there. It's like it's facial history master. It's like seriously, you were basically encapsulating it into a capsule, but instead they put it like a tiny little strip. So be careful when you're opening it, so putting out really like, oh awesome, okay.
So I just keep microderming one more hard.
I did this is my favorite. I know, and the rest of my face is all messed, right? So I'll thank you. You're welcome.
And that's 3 times that my delivery. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay, ready? So you've got 3 things there in your categories. You have the revealing radiance facial peel. If it's something you think you would like to try, you could write would like to try. And then the charcoal mask, I want you to tell me if you loved it, liked it, or leave it. And then the microdermabrasion, love, like, or leave. Now we're gonna pretend you're trying Mint Bliss lotion on your legs and how soothing this is because it's like a spa treatment. So everybody ooh and ah that you, because of course I brought it. Does anybody who has not tried Mint Bliss want to smell it? Let's try it. So you can pretend.
I'll just put, I can squeeze out a smidge.
Yeah, just oh, yeah, I need another 5. I have a purse. Yeah, now you're going to put, yeah, you can put this on your elbow. Yeah, you can put step 2 on your elbow. Where did you put microdermabrasion? Then yes, put it on your side. Sorry. I did not know that. I have $4. No, I think sorry.
I'm getting more.
I have magic bullet. Sometimes money just throws itself out.
I have one customer who like you can use it everywhere.
Okay.
It'll actually go through.
Now you're going to go ahead and put on the next circle. That's number 6. That's your moisturizer. Number 6 is your moisturizer, up, across, and down, just like you did for your cleanser, not near your eye area, up, across, and down. Up, across, and down. Number 6 is your moisturizer. Number 6. Yes.
Even though I
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, they could put step 2 on. Usually I don't get them to do it. I just know that, like, sometimes I bring freshing foam for after charcoal masks and put it on cotton pads because then it
Yeah, that works
all the
awesome. Much
stuff
better.
comes off. But I don't want to put it on the wish list, you know, like it's just an extra thing. So, moisturizer. There are 4 of them that you guys had the option to try tonight. There are 4 of them. There are 4 of them. Where are they?
The ones in the front, the botanicals one.
There. Thank you. Thank you. Where's the other one? All right. So how many of you were trying the botanical line? This is our Ford Focus. Our Ford Focus. That was you, Taylor, right?
Yeah,
Ford
sorry.
Focus. You guys are botanicals. Yes. Ford Focus line. So you have a hydrate. Number 6. Number 6. Good. And then how many of you tried the Clear Proof Acne one? The oil-free moisturizer for acne-prone skin. Anyone? No? All right. How many of you did the Time-Wise 3-in-1 moisturizer? Great. So this one is going to hydrate for 12 hours. You're going to go ahead and put that one on. Number 6. Not 3-in-1. Did I say 3-in-1? Sorry. Age-fighting moisturizer. And how many of you are repair Lamborghini set people? Now this one, there are 2 kinds of moisturizers, a day one and a night one. So you can go ahead and put that on. How many of you have your moisturizer on? How does it feel? Light? Fresh? Does it help? Yeah, good. Looks better too, yeah. Look at Lisa. See, Lisa gets really red when she does the mask too, but she still uses it and loves it. So it's just kind of the thing that we do. Yeah, sorry. Everybody like, look at Lisa. All right, sorry, Lisa. Now we're going to do one of my personal favorites, which is the gel mask. How many of you get dry?
Oh, yeah.
Dry than the Sahara. Okay, we all get dry. We live in Alberta. How many of you get dry and oily at the same time? Yeah. So good news is this is for oily skin people and dry skin people. This is a gel mask you can leave on for only 10 minutes or overnight. So go ahead and scoop up number 7 and put this all over your face, but not your eyes. Just leave it. We're not going to wash this off tonight. We're going to leave this on overnight. You're just going to leave it on.
But normally it's put on after moisturizer.
Always after moisturizer. Yes, it's last. You do not use this in place of moisturizer. Remember, your moisturizer has anti-aging ingredients in it too, right? And it has different kinds of hydration. So you do want to use both.
If you're washing it off.
If you're washing it off, that's different. But if you're leaving it on, yeah.
'Cause you
Now, how many of you saw my beauty hack the other day on Facebook?
hands in my head.
I like to use this on my legs when I sleep.
Makes your tattoos pop.
Yes, true story. Yeah, it really makes your tattoos come out, the color of your tattoos come out. I don't have any, so I cannot tell you about that. Yeah, microderm step 2, and so is Night Solution, Lindsay.
Night solution.
They might forget.
So gel mask on your legs overnight. How many of you get alligator crocodile legs? They go all scaly. I do. So I just slather that on and go to bed. It dries soft. How many of you fly? Not personally, but in an airplane. Anybody travel frequently?
I wish.
Here's a beauty hack for you. If you are flying, use this in place of primer. Legit.
You feel good.
All the moisture stays in and the plain air doesn't get in there. So it doesn't dehydrate your face the same way. Use it in place of primer.
The other good thing for tattoo is the exfoliant.
Yeah, extra emollient's great for that too. All right, how many of you love this gel mask? Check it off. Feel your face in a few minutes. It's going to get all soft and dry. It goes on just the same. It feels a little bit thicker, but it's not going to look different. It's total beauty hack. So if you know any flight attendants, you better tell them this. It doesn't matter.
So like going to a big party, we dance.
Oh, okay. If you want primer to last, like you want your makeup to last all night, you need oil mattifier.
I just it sounds more oily.
then go to the oil-free hydrating gel or the gel mask. Try it. Yeah. The oil-free hydrating gel is often used as a primer too by Mary Kay makeup artists. So, yeah. Okay. Love it, like it, leave it. Now you're gonna pick an eye cream. You already picked it based on your age. Now, the teenagers in the room, you don't need eye cream yet. Okay. Eye cream is a privilege, not a right. We earn it. Tell me why an eye cream is a good idea.
When you have your first baby and you go, ah! I need eye cream for.
How many of you get dark circles?
Have them right now.
How many of you have tired eyes? How many of you have crow's feet or fine lines of wrinkles? How many of you get puffy? That's what this is for. So you either have the firming eye cream or you have the repair eye cream. So go ahead and put that on. And then love it, like it, leave it.
Push it into your wrinkles.
Yeah, tap, tap, tap. Never smear.
You don't have any of those, your beautiful skin.
No saggy, baggy, panty face. That's right. And if you're using the eye repair, you put it on just like Lisa's doing. You squish a little bit in, and it has the zinc applicator, so it's going to get really close to the skin. It's the best.
My
Love it.
girlfriend was complaining. She was like, I want the same thing I got. And I was like, what? She's like, I got like 2 eyes, like 4 eyes.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, so baggy. And I was like, no, we want this. So I sent her that.
Mhm.
And then she tried it. And the next day she messaged me and she's like, seriously, there's no way that this works.
I know.
And I was like, why? She's like, but I see results already. I'm like, then keep using it. Like,
Yeah.
what's
Do you know somebody on the director group said cellulite gel underneath their eyes for really, really, really puffy, like a lot of that, like that fat pad underneath the eyes works really, really well. And if you're puffy and you want an eye cream at the same time, you can put a good thick layer of soothing eye gel on first, like we did tonight. Let it dry, don't wipe it off, and then put your eye cream on over top.
And just on the bone.
On the bone. Last but not least is our targeted action toning lotion. Some of us only moisturize our faces. And then our faces and our bodies will not match. How many of you know people with tight faces and roadmaps right here? Okay? This is the first place to see the sun, which means it gets a lot of exposure and a lot of wrinkling. So targeted action toning lotion is my little skin saver. This is a beautiful pumpkin seed extract. It has a little bit of caffeine in it. It is designed to anti-age and to work on your body anywhere. It also tightens up the turkey gobble. So feel free to put it here. Here's my beauty hack. After I do my foundation and everything to make sure I'm all blendy, I start here with my cream. And then I don't have any lines or anywhere I forgot with the beauty blender. You know, it all gets smoothed away, okay? Targeted Action Toning Lotion. It is the only one in your big oval because I forgot the Mid Bliss. So you can go ahead and put this on your neck or on your legs or on your arms. It smells so good. This is not added fragrance. It's not added fragrance. This is the pumpkin seed extract, the botanical extracts that are in here that are designed to lift, firm, tighten, and tone your skin. It is Spanx in a bottle.
Amen.
Telling you, it really does work.
I'm going to sell the scars.
Yes. If you're like me, you'll keep one at your makeup station and you'll keep one beside your bed. And you'll just slather.
It'd be like offensive if I ordered this for someone and be like,
You need this. No, because it's a nice present. And it doesn't say, hey, you're ugly on it. It's nice. I noticed you're wrinkly on your
maybe
booty.
like, it's all good here for
Yeah.
the reduction, but
It's
here that she's like,
there's
feeling
saggy. Yeah. Well, and for me, with the weight loss, this is my little secret. Because otherwise, I would have a lot of skin to tuck into my bra. So, love it, like it, leave it. I forgot to grab the whole box of the biocellulose masks. How many of you have seen these?
Yes.
Just a minute. You know which one I'm talking about. These suckers. The paper masks. These ones. Okay, how many of you have ever tried a paper mask before? Not the Mary Kay one, a paper one. Okay, the paper ones do not feel great. This is gel. It's not paper. It looks like it is, but it's 2 layers of paper, or sorry, it's a layer of paper that holds in a jelly mask. You put this on and leave it on for 20 minutes. You will not look pretty. I'm very sorry. You will look terrifying.
Like, whoa.
But the results will be amazing. In fact, a lot of Mary Kay ladies are now sealing this container after they use the mask. They're folding this and pinching it with like a clothespin to keep using the jelly every day so that they can get those results, because the stuff in here is amazing. So yes.
Cut the mask up after.
Yeah, the paper mask or the gel afterwards. Yes. Mhm. There's nothing left because they're not.
So you put what in the leftover mask?
Yeah, the leftover mask.
And then put it on.
Uh-huh.
Did errands with it in. Oh, amazing.
Because it's made of gel, it's made of coconut water and gel. And so what it does is it starts off thicker. And as that gel gets absorbed into your skin, it gets thinner and thinner and thinner. And after 20 minutes, it's all kind of papery and weird. Yeah. And you can take it and put it anywhere. I actually keep it right here. Ooh. For this area, for my décolletage.
I have 2 guests from my last party that are doing a competition.
Yes, to
see who looks the best.
Who lifts the most.
2 weeks.
The honestly, it's designed to be a box that you use over a 2-week period. So those of you Mary Kay ladies in the room, if you aren't using 4 in a 2-week period, you're not using them right. So get it together. It's not designed to use once a week like the rest of our skincare serums. You don't have to keep buying the box over and over again. Okay, you use it for 2 weeks, you notice a huge difference, and then when you feel like it's time for a refresh, then you call your beauty consultant again. It's designed to get you ready for a reunion, for a good picture, to really refresh your skin after the winter. Super hydrating, super anti-aging, super lifting.
Like, almost, then you can just do a maintain for a while.
Yeah, like your normal serums will maintain what you've done, right? And then after a while, because skin regenerates itself every 90 days. So maybe every 3 or 4 months, you would go back and do another package, depending on whatever your budget is or something. But the spot ones like this, the exact ones like this, are $150 each, and you get 4 for $75. So if you're interested in the biocellulose mask, that's the last thing to check off on your list. So now you might be looking at yourself in the mirror and be like, where's my makeup? You ain't getting it today. At your next appointment with me, you can choose to do a 5-minute face, a smoky eye, a contour party, anything like that. Or we can try one of these other items again and do another spa party with these same friends or somebody else. So we're gonna book that together. We're gonna get that set up so that you can do this. Now, I want you to just close your eyes again. I promise I'm not taking through all meditation again. And touch your face. Hands up if you have noticed a visible improvement in your skin texture and tone tonight. Hands up if you've noticed an improvement in your the way your skin feels tonight. If your skin feels more lifted. If you're noticing that it feels really soft. What is wrong with you? I'll ask you later. All right. So now, close your eyes, and I want you to picture your favorite outfit in your closet. The one that you've worn to your best party. The one that you maybe wore to your wedding, that you wore to a Christmas party, this skirt that Janelle is going to steal right off my body, so if I'm like naked in the parking lot quivering.
Don't take the diamond, she's taking the skirt.
That's right. Don't take my diamond, so whoop, and run. You'll never find me, she said. So picture that outfit. Well, even the skirt was $80 on its own, and I don't wear it all the time. So picture that outfit. Picture how much you spent on it. Picture the accessories you bought. Maybe the eyelashes you glued on or glued your eyes shut with. Maybe the purse that you bought, the shoes, all of those things. How often do you wear those things in a year? Once? Twice? I know for us, we wear ball gowns every year and then we don't rewear them. So, you know, that's a pretty costly thing to do once a year. But your face, and open your eyes and look at yourself in the mirror, that's the face you're stuck with. It's yours. It is the first thing people see every day. It's the first thing they think of when they think of you. They don't think of your outfit. They don't think of your clothes. And I'll bet you your husband couldn't tell you if you wore that yesterday or not. But he can tell you what your face looks like. And luckily for him, it doesn't change very often. So he doesn't have to notice if you're got a new face cut or something. You didn't do that. So you don't have to worry about those things. So when you invest in your face and you choose to take at least 3 minutes a day for yourself, because really that's all that this takes. These are spa treatments that you're going to do maybe 20 minutes once or twice a week. Go lock that bathroom door, get the heck away from the kids, and take some time for yourself. My goal in my business, in Mary Kay, is to have women discover what they love, not just about the products, but about themselves. And if what they can love about themselves is that they deserve to pee alone, then that's important to me too. Can't even tell you how many women do not even get to pee alone. And I am like, you trained them. I promise you, I have always peed alone. And ain't nobody talk to me when I'm in the bathroom. Ever. So now flip over your sheet. And this has everything we did tonight. Now some of these things may look unfamiliar to you because I have all the cleansers and all the moisturizers. I want you to circle your favorites tonight. Just circle them here. What were your absolute favorites? The things you're going to remember tomorrow. The whole thing. I love it. Just a big circle. You're hilarious. So I'm going to just kind of quickly go through prices and give you an idea of our prices and then give you an option for how you can purchase and get stuff for free. Who likes free stuff? I like free stuff. Say, I like free stuff. I like half-price stuff. Yeah, you do. All right, so this is exclusive to tonight. Don't be telling people about this. All right, satin hand set is $51, available in fragrance-free or white tea and citrus. Satin lips is $32. The eye makeup remover is $19. The firming eye cream, that's for our under 40 crowd. That one is $40. And the repair eye cream, which is for the over 40, is $48. Then you have Mint Bliss, which is the lotion you pretended to use. And that one is $16. And soothing eye gel is $22. Your facial peel is $70. Your charcoal mask is $26. Your microdermabrasion is $60, and that is a full year's supply, by the way. Your gel mask is $26. Your targeted action toning lotion is only $38. And your biocellulose max pack of 4 is $75. And then you have your cleansers. So if you're a clear proof cleanser, that's $18. The botanical is $17. And it's a good 4 to 6 months supply. It lasts a long time. Same with the 3-in-1 cleanser is $30. And your repair cleanser is $32. And then you have our moisturizers. The clear proof one is $21. The teen one, the botanical one, is $20. Your 3-in-1 is $35, and your repairs are $56 each because you have a day one and a night one. Now, when you purchase $60 or more in products, you can get one of these 2 amazing items at half price. So how many of you have seen a Skinvigorate brush before? Okay, this one comes in a box like this with 2 heads and the batteries, because we like your toys to come with batteries. Included.
Carol.
This is not those kind of toys. I'm in a Santa's workshop headspace. I don't know where you guys are. This also comes with the 2 heads so that you can replace them every 3 months, or 2 people in your family can both share one because they are different colors. So then you can say, that one's mine, that one's yours. They come off. There are 2 speeds, okay? Like this, see? Faster, slower, faster, slower. And this will remove your makeup 80% better than just washing alone. So it's kind of like brushing your teeth with your fingers versus brushing with a spinning brush. Totally works. So it's great in the shower. It is waterproof, but not submergible. However, our guarantee takes care of you if you happen to, like me, drop it in the bathtub a lot. So if you would like to feel what this feels like, I will pass this around. This has been on my people's hands. So just be aware. When you're doing this, don't do this or this. Oh,
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. She won't even buy panties out of a bin, so maybe you don't want to touch that. That one is regular $60. You can get it for half price tonight when you spend $60. Or I have the travel roll-up bag. This is what I carried all my products in tonight. This is Discover What You Love. It's written in all the languages of the world, all over. So love and discover what you love in all the different languages. It swivels. So how many of you have gone to a hotel room when you only had the back of the door to hang it on? And you had it one like this. And you have to kind of jam it to the side, and then you hit it all the time. This swivels so you can put it wherever you want. And all the pockets rip off so that you can take just a pocket with you to the beach or to the shower or to the hot tub or whatever. They're all washable, so you can put them in the dishwasher. And this is also guaranteed for life. This is regular 40. Today it'd be 20 for you when you spend 60. And that's my clothes, you guys. You get that? That's what I do. Cool? So, if you have guests, please hook them up with a catalog and let them just shop and hang out. And the rest of you, now is the time to ask me all the questions. What time is it? Are we good?
8:58.
Oh, yeah, right there. Okay, so pack up and ask at the same time. Lindsay.
How do you we get those cards, even the non-tarot
Yeah,
creative?
I can send you the Dropbox link just for the, I'll post the Dropbox link for all the spa party stuff, including the American stuff. And there is a flip chart in there that you can just steal the pictures from.
Okay,
From most of these are mine from the starter kit, like
Right.
the actual one, and then
yeah,
I'd say
just
the
add
biggest.
them in because I might have,
Yeah.
my mom might be doing one.
Right.
depending on how many people.
Yeah, I'm almost there. It's just not enough that I can say yes, published.
And I can
No. Yes, yeah, from the Google app. Yep. Okay, any other questions? I'll send you the link. I'll post it on the group. So I do it on Google Docs. Yes.
So the new mask by yourself.
Yes.
Can you do that on anybody?
Yes, that can be on anyone. However, it is not going to be effective on anyone who doesn't have any wrinkles already.
Then you know, I meant, do you do it, you download it at?
No, the only time it's demoed at a party is when it's a platinum spa package, and that means 8 people are there. And then that means the host has earned 1 mask for free, not the box, just 1 mask.
So then they don't try it.
No, they watch her do it. Yeah, they watch her do it, and then you guys, the rest of the people do whatever the hostess picked. So instead of having each guest pick her experience, right? I let the hostess pick based on their customer profiles. So that little thing that I said today on the group that says common to oily, normal to dry, I say most of your guests are oily. They would probably really like the charcoal mask experience. You know, things like that. If most of the guests say they have acne, the charcoal mask. If most of the guests say they have dry skin, what am I going to pick? Or well, I'm always going to do the gel mask. So the peel, right? Or the microdermabrasion. I very rarely put them on. Mostly because it's over so fast. Peels are amazing. Okay, and the peel gives you really intense results. Make sure if you do the peel at a party, you take really close before and after pictures and you compare them for them in a pic collage. It makes a big difference because they don't see the same thing you see. Do you see what I see? All right. Any other questions? All right, Transformers and adoptees. Stand up.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonder Woman. Breathe in, chest to the sky. Teeth out, tits up. Are you powerful?
Yes.
Are you important?
Yes.
Yes. Can you imagine and conquer your goals today and tomorrow and January 31st and keep going?
Yes.
Yes. Can you each sell? Yes.
Yes.
Can you each sell more than 10 items?
Yes.
Yes. Can you each sell more than 20 items?
Sure.
Oh, wow. See what happens with limiting beliefs? How many of you have sold more than 20 items in the past, ever? So then how come you hesitated? What was that about? Can you sell 20 items?
Yes.
Can you put $200 in your pocket tomorrow?
Yes.
Can you imagine what $200 is going to give you?
Yes.
What are you going to buy?
Trip to Vegas.
With $200?
Well, it's gonna go towards my trip.
I was like, wow, who's your travel agent? I'm going with you. Okay, work towards something tangible. Not just prizes from us, not just your Star Consultant pins and things like that. Work towards something your money is going to buy you and your family. What is your money going to do? It buys you so many choices, you guys, you don't even know. what's the choices you can get from your business, the options you can have. You can have a chef if you want one. You could have a maid if you wanted one. How many of you would like that? I just want somebody to come in for 20 minutes a day and pick up after people. Just put a bunch of crap in. I'm totally gonna. Okay, how many of you would like a nicer wardrobe? How many of you would like your kids to have nicer wardrobes?
Well, they already do, that's the problem.
That's the problem. How many of you would like to put your child in an activity you couldn't previously afford? No? Good, yes. How many of you would like to stay home and never work in your job again? And where does that all come from? Yeah, daily activities lead everything. Phase by phase will win the race. Ready?
Ready.
Phase by phase will win the race. Don't be so dumb that you're doubting. Be too dumb to doubt. The system works and it's worked for 53 damn years. You guys can do it too. So just go out and get it done. Ignore everything in your head that's telling you you can't, because you can. I'm so proud of you all, and I'm so excited, and we're going to totally celebrate when we break this humongous Mary Kay record on January 31st. Who's in? Transformers deserve to be in the spotlight again, and we're going to get there, yes?
Yes.
Yes, and we deserve to be on stage as $1 million unit, don't we?
Yes.
Yes, and we deserve a song made just for us for the $1 million unit. We get to pick our song and go up on stage for it. It's huge. Huge. All right? Who's bought their seminar gown?
I saw one in the window and I.
Nicole and Chris, you guys get to come shopping with me.
Yeah, when are we
We got to pick that. We got to pick a date. And Lisa, sorry, I forgot you. I'm sorry. I didn't have my list in front of me. I was like, I just knew it was Chris for sure. And then Nicole's like in my peripheral. Okay, who else maxed their double up that month? In November. Just the 3 of you, right? Just the 3 of us. All right, we're going seminar gown shopping. All right, tables to the sides. Please, love you, and return my pens and things.
Sold. You should have sold more.
Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Okay, yeah. Oh, great, selfie! Oh my God. We forgot to selfie. Get over here, Transformers. I'll filter you.
Yeah, you better.
I'll put a 5 selfie on. Hey, come on over here. It's okay, I'll filter. Okay, over here, back behind me. Over here. Come on. Did I get you off? Okay.
Get over here.
Okay.
No.
I got okay. I'm gonna put a timer on. Why don't I ever bring anything to? Why don't I put these in here? No, we will not. Okay. Always it's a rule. All right, I know I saw it. Somebody needs to be delegated to be reminded to do this, but that's all. Okay, ready? Uh-oh. Okay. Set. Skin. Good. And then, no, it's supposed to have a timer, it's not. So don't hurry up. Wait. I'm squatting and I blew up my knees. Don't forget, anybody who won in the Mrs. Captain, come pick prize. Oh, Nicole, I owe you money.
Carol, I gotta go.
Okay, go, love you. After I scream selfie in your ear, sorry.
Which one is making you stick with the knife on my skin tone?
The one, the matte, did we try this? We shiny. You looked good in the scarlet, didn't you? The matte, then go to the midnight. Yeah. No, I thought you said red. Oh, I thought you said which of the red and matte would look better on you. I was like, you just said red. Okay, very couture, but then I also think, okay, go to the apricot. Have you tried that one?
No,
I don't have any, no, because I'm not bringing my lipsticks to the thing. Yeah, apricot. Try that. Yeah, I think it would be good. Yes.
Okay.
Don't you think?
No.
Well, let's just try it.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
you have them for samples?